Hi, I'm Chris from Cast, and I'm going to give you a very brief overview of the work we're putting out to tender for developing reusable products and parts of services. Hopefully this will give you a bit more information about the work and help you decide if you'd like to tender for it. First of all, why are we doing this? Well, Catalyst aims to help civil society organisations to reuse more tech rather than building custom solutions each time. If we have more reuse, it will mean less unnecessary duplication and will save time and money. We know that reuse helps teams, especially new teams, feel more confident and creates communities of purpose around shared problems and solutions. We know that as wholesale digital transformation occurs in the sector, there won't be enough digital agencies, freelancers and professionals available to build everything from scratch, and reuse can reduce the need for this capacity. As we've looked through over 2,000 applicants to our development and discovery programs, we've noticed some patterns which we think need some form of specialised infrastructure support, as they have significant shared needs. We think we found three particular types of patterns of shared needs, for which we have three solutions. First off are service layers. We want to build pieces of functionality that many charities can plug into their existing products and have it do the same thing reliably and reproducibly and at lower cost. So for example, many charities are looking to send notifications to users. There's a good example of this sort of thing in the world already that we can begin to reuse. It was created by the UK government and it's called Notify. GovUK Notify is now used by over 3,000 parts of government, from central to local, from large hospital trusts to GP practices. It's sent over 2 billion messages in the last 4 years. You've probably had one yourself. By making civil society version of Notify match the GovUK version in terms of the API, we'll have lots of digital suppliers who'll know how to integrate Notify into products for charities. Next up are service blueprints. Often many charities offer the same kind of service digitally, or something very similar. We want to develop a set of specifications that will make it easier to follow best practice and to reuse solutions known to work well. We'll map out existing tools and approaches in a way that will make it easier to produce a solution and not have to start from scratch. This will include supporting material such as personas, user needs statements, and most importantly recipes that give step-by-step guides on how to make a copy of a service, or just the part of it that you need. Finally, there are service platforms. And a service platform is a specific application that charities can take and use to deliver a particular service. Charities should be able to take it, tweak it, and deploy it for their own needs. For example, many charities want to offer guidance services and publish them based on a repository that we think can be made from a customised content management system. We have 5 opportunities at the moment, with a couple more potentially in the new year on 2 other shared needs that we're seeing emerging. For this, we're looking for 5 digital partners. Firstly, we're looking for a delivery management partner. We need this partner to help us deliver these products consistently. This means ensuring there's best practice throughout, especially in the following areas. Clear and plain English documentation on what the product is, what it does, with all the APIs documented, including examples, and most importantly, full and tested instructions on how to spin and instance the product up, either locally, in staging, or in production. There should be clear and accessible commenting in the code, so you know how it works if you need to change it. And adherence always to open standards and best practices such as creating RESTful APIs, throwing readable and useful error messages, and appropriate codes. And finally, all of this work should be done in the open, so that everyone can see how it happens. The other 4 partners we're looking for will work on the alpha phase of individual products. These are Notifications. As I said earlier, we'll be looking to have an application that can send notifications to users, reusing the work from GovUK Notify as much as we can, so that skills can be transferred easily. Next is search, creating and building search indexes and querying them, both for full text and geographical search, with faceting, all via a RESTful API. This will be vital for things like branch finders, recommendations and related content, or just help users find the right thing on a website. For branch finders alone, we know this functionality can cost a charity thousands of pounds. Referrals. We'll need someone to work with us to develop prototypes that can publish data in an open referral standard. This will mean it has interoperability with local government and healthcare providers. This is for use in situations where an individual has a complex set of needs, some of which are met through other external organisations. A great example of this that's gaining popularity at the moment is social prescribing. Then there are guidance repositories, which I mentioned earlier. We need a partner to help develop a customised install of a commodity content management system that can be easily set up, customised and populated with content. This will provide a turnkey solution for organisations who provide expert guidance to other professionals or organisations. One example of this is guidance on the teaching of a sensitive subject, or teaching to vulnerable individuals, or providing legal guidance to other charities supporting individuals at times of crisis, such as evictions or immigration issues, where the legal advice or support is needed and must be accurate and up to date. As with all the work that is being currently funded by the National Lottery Community Fund, all of the outputs must be made open. This means publishing the code under an open source license, and everything else under a Creative Commons license. This will help drive reuse through the sector, making it clear at the point of creation that reuse is encouraged. We'll want to work with organisations who work in the best way possible for the best results. That means using Agile methodologies, being driven by standards and documentation, reusing what's out there where possible, building only what's necessary, and working in the open throughout, with open outputs and reuse in mind. We know you'll probably have questions, and we'll have a Q&A session before Christmas over Zoom, or you can send questions to me at chris@wearecast.org.uk. The timeline for the work is as follows. Applications open on the 8th of December. Our cast office will be closed between the 24th and 30th of December, so you're unlikely to get a response to questions asked during that time. There's a 6th of January deadline for questions being asked, and the answers will be provided openly so that others can see them and can see the responses to what you've asked. On the 8th of January 2021, the applications close, and we'll notify all applicants by the 22nd of January. In early February 2021, the successful applicants will have project kick-offs, and all projects must be complete by the end of April 2021. All that's left for me to say is thank you for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you very soon.